Chapter 3. Breakfast for 70 kilos. Vargan was supposed to wait in the boat shed. That was what Asmund had told him. The shed was dry, secluded, and smelled of old rope. He could have rested there, but the family scent had passed it, and Vargan could not lie still when every step might bring him closer to home. Hunger traveled with him. In the mountains he had caught a grouse and found a bone left by reindeer herders. Hunting in the city was different. The pigeons were fat, but they knew it. Gulls flew low, but never low enough. Every good smell waited behind a door, glass, or a human being. A large codhead slid from a roof gutter and landed exactly in front of Vargan. He looked up just in time to see Asmund's enormous tail disappear behind a chimney. The cat had found him food. Across the alley, 3 puppies stared at the fish from beneath a broken pallet. Their ribs showed through their wet coats. Vargan nudged the codhead towards them with his nose, then stepped back.
Eat.
One puppy seized the fish. The other 2 pressed against it, and soon all 3 were tearing meat from the same head.
That did not belong to you.
A stocky, muscular pit bull stepped into the streetlight. His coat was brown, with a broad white chest. An old scar crossed his right eyebrow, but his gaze was bright and sharp.
Now it belongs to the puppies.
Here, I decide who the food belongs to.
Then you decided correctly.
The pit bull stopped. He had not expected that answer. Behind him appeared an enormous black dog. Long, soaked fur made him almost shapeless. One ear had been torn years ago and healed crooked.
I am Roki. This is Järn.
Vargan.
Country dog.
Is that what the city does to a nose? Teaches it to announce the obvious?
Surprise flashed in Järn's eyes. Roki's muzzle twitched, almost into a smile. Then the first dog from the pack appeared behind Vargan. Another rose from a doorway. A third blocked the way to the market. Vargan heard the patter of paws before he saw them all. 12 dogs. Then 15. Some large, some small, all thin and rain-soaked. They did not move like hunting wolves. Wolves moved as one thought. These dogs moved by hunger, fear, and learned rules. That made them less predictable.
You entered our territory. You gave away our food, and you smell of meat.
Vargan glanced down at himself.
I smell of rain.
Your coat carries mountain blood and prey caught in the forest. Here, that is close enough to meat.
The dogs tightened the circle. Vargan's heart struck once, hard. An old puppy voice inside him told him to find an escape, make himself small, and wait for someone else to decide. But Vargan was no longer a puppy. He saw the teeth around him, Roki's tense shoulders, and Järn shifting his weight to his front paws. He saw the loading platform, an iron beam, a thick rope, and the stack of crates behind which the puppies waited. And then he remembered something so simple that he was almost ashamed to have forgotten it.
I am not afraid of anyone.
The thought did not raise the fur on his neck. It laid it down. Fearlessness did not mean nothing could hurt him. It meant fear did not choose his next move.
Move aside.
Not yet.
Järn lunged from the side, not to bite, but to test him. Vargan moved. He slipped past Järn's shoulder, took 2 strides, and leapt onto the truck's loading platform. Metal boomed beneath his weight. The pack barked in surprise.
Big does not mean slow.
He could have jumped from the platform to the wall and vanished into the next street. Instead, he turned. The puppies were trapped between the stack of crates and the rising anger of the pack. A rope hung from the iron beam, holding the empty fish crates upright. Vargan seized it in his jaws and bit down. The fibers cracked. In his enormous jaws, the rope snapped like a dried root. The crates crashed into the alley, not onto the dogs, but in front of them. A passage opened through the circle. The puppies escaped. Vargan jumped back down and placed himself between them and the pack. Roki stared at the severed rope.
You could have left.
I could have.
Why did you come back?
Vargan looked at the puppies huddled in a dry doorway.
Because the little ones cannot jump.
Järn shook the rain from his coat. There was no mockery left in his voice.
You have strong jaws.
They can open a road, or close one.
Roki stepped closer.
Here, the strongest eats first.
Then you have a bad rule.
The pack growled. Roki did not. He studied Vargan for a long time, deciding whether he faced a threat, or something more difficult, an animal that refused the city's rules.
Perhaps we will teach you our rules.
Vargan spread his paws on the wet asphalt.
Perhaps you will learn a new one.